beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt, and the game is never
set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30 up on a 3rd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here.
Here we go now. Green!
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And take...
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And Steve Smith hauls it in. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up.
Simon's down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner.
Ball early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Steve Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
Hey, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to the 34.
Here we go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creep set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A very solid gain of 27.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation. We're down territory.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing. How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not... Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Has a slide and find open space to throw.
He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's 4th and 4.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it.
With our EA Sports halftime report. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And that one good for 6.
So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down and...
All right, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Finding time. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports.
Panthers have it near the end of one. Slant route connection made here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. They strike first in the half. 3rd down, inches to go. He'll cut it out right on the outside run, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. We're brand new at 7. Ravens have it late in the second. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. Staying late in the half. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and it's caught for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. That'll do it from here.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And not a bad read. Really help you with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
No
One way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Baltimore.
Instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards.
Maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their big tight end from 3 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. Running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. But when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the...
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line. Not much time to scan the field. You have to find an open receiver.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here comes the lead fourth quarter. They're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's the Ravens.
In that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Steve Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach to defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got the...
Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And they'll go on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a... From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 yards.
Focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end.
In this game there, hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, he's taking
Football, they want to go for the win right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not quite. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Holding. Defense.
Biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals,
nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Now a first throw here in overtime. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It's time for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing.
Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Pretty good running.
The defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And on first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. That's all defenses talk about, getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting...
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime?